Well, hello there. Welcome once more to Quancho's Kitchen, or should I say Quancho's Kitchen Garden. And if this is your first time stopping by, I'd like to say a very warm welcome to you. Well, friends, today I am just giving you an update on this garden of mine, which I started with you. I haven't posted anything really except in my stories, and if you follow me on Instagram, I know you get lots and lots of updates. But this garden is doing so beautifully, and I hope you enjoy the transitions. I'm just going to take you through. You're going to be seeing scenes from, I don't know, sometimes on the daily, sometimes I did it weekly. So I hope you enjoy seeing the transformation. So here right now is my lemon tree. I got this tree last year for like about $15. It was a baby. I always wanted to buy a bigger tree, but that would have cost a lot of money. Plus, I would have needed somebody to come and dig up and plant it for me. So eventually I decided, I don't have that kind of money to buy a big tree, and I'm not ready to go into all that work. So I bought my baby lemon tree, and it's doing beautifully. You will see how much it's done this year in a little bit.
It's still leaking.
Yeah, I have to fix it. Andy, no, don't go get wet. Okay, Andy, this one. This one.
Yeah.
I think the wrong person to help. So my kids have been super helpful. Ivana always loved to garden. She always loved to help mommy before Andy was born, and even up to when Andy, just before Andy could help. But he's taking over. He fights her like crazy. So most of the time, he helps me. And look at my beautiful section. This is all just my flowers. And my amaryllis, it just bloomed beautifully this year. It's my first time actually seeing it. My husband gave it to me sometime in the fall. I think it was in the winter. It was just a pot with the bulb in it. There was nothing on it. So I read the instructions and I planted it, and just look at the beauty it is. I can't wait to see it bloom again next year. That is my favorite. Cheese. That's spinach.
Yeah, it's spinach.
Good job, Andy. You watered them. Good job. Boys will be boys, even baby boys. Look at him. He's just spraying water on his sister. And there has been lots and lots of wailing, fighting me, crying, trying to take over and water these plants. Just like you can hear. I really can't say my tomatoes are doing as great as they did when I lived on the East Coast, but I definitely know they're doing a lot better this year than they did the previous year. So I am super excited about that. And this little guy, please give this boy a thumbs up, okay? I'm making this video, saving it for him one day. Hopefully he will grow up and see this and see how helpful and excited he was, to help mommy in the garden. But yeah, every morning I have to sneak out. If I don't want to go with him, I have to sneak out. So right in front of him is my onion. So these were onions that I had in my pantry, and they were germinating, so I planted them, and it's growing. I saw that bulb on it, and later on I think I'm going to give you another up close. But if you are if you've subscribed and you see my community post, I told you what it was, because I eventually looked it up, because that thing hanging right there actually is supposed to be the seeds for the onion. So you get an up close sometime later, I think another day when it's really bloomed. But here are my white eggplants right here, and they are doing beautifully. The flowers are showing, and right now currently they have fruit, which you're gonna see pretty soon. He's up for hire, okay? But yeah, fine, man. You just call him. Right, Andy? Andy?
Okay.
So at this point, spring is like literally over. Most of my bulbs actually, that was right there. It's where the amaryllis was. It's all gone. It was just for a brief moment, but I really enjoyed that flower. And here my eggplants, I think some of it fell from last year, and so they are springing up. I don't need extra eggplants, but I'm just watching them to see how well they do, and maybe I'll just let them be. And these tomatoes giving me life. Look at all my mint. I have so much mint. I've been making a lot of ginger mint juice, and we've been really enjoying it. So up close right here is my ginger, and this is what was springing on it. I was trying to figure it out, and here right now is another one coming up. And so eventually I looked it up and I realized it's going to be, a flower that is going to bloom and it will have seeds. And these are the seeds that you could also use to propagate. So if you wanted to plant your onion, sometimes in the store they sell onion seeds. I never imagined where they come from. So right there, and you will see how it's looking currently very soon. So look at my eggplants. It has so many of it on here right now, and because I knew how crazy they go, I realized I didn't need like 6 of those. So when you watch me, get the land ready, I put some of it, about 4 of them, and so I'm just left with 2 of this kind and 1 of the big purple ones, and that should be more than enough for me. And these are cherry tomatoes. I love cherry tomatoes. I just don't use it only in my salad. Sometimes if I have them in abundance, I blend them. Back home in Ghana, when the ajoba tomatoes. So this is just like that. So if I have a lot, I actually blend it and use it to make my stew or my soup. And look right here, my Serrano chili. I was so excited when I saw those two, but right now you will see later on it has so much, and I'm just waiting just a little longer to pick those, and I'll make a green chili sauce with you using those chilies. Yeah. My habanero is still looking the same. It's having a few leaves on. I really hope it comes back because those habaneros are so hot and fragrant. I can't wait to pick some more from it this year. And at this point, this rosemary plant, I don't know. My husband actually wants to move it to the front of the house, because you can plant it also as a flower. And I'll be so happy for the day he does that because I am really, really overwhelmed with how much it's growing. And these are my white eggplants. This is Roma Tomatoes. As you can see, the name sticking out. I told you I leave the names on, so if anything, I can figure out which ones are doing good. And here is it's a hybrid tomato. It's called Celebrity. And my thyme, if you could see it, is doing beautifully. And now look at the onion bulb. This is how it looks now, and this is the day I took the photo for my community post. Is God not just wonderful? Just wonderful. Look at that. Look at this beauty. And I'm trying to be, skilled in here. Just look. Just so beautiful. Beautiful. So I don't know how long it's supposed to be like this, but eventually I have to pick the seeds so I can plant. And look at my thyme. This is lemon thyme, and the bees just like to come here. I think there's going to be a lot of cross-pollination, so hopefully I'm going to find seedlings on other parts of my backyard. That would be so good. Like if I could have extra thyme going somewhere and stuff like that. But just look at that. Yeah, this I'm going to have a lot of eggplant. So get ready for all the eggplant recipes, whatever we can make with that. I have some Kobe and whatever else we can make. Give me recipes. I know there was this fried eggplant recipe that my Liberian mom used to make for me. Mama May, Mommy, if ever you are watching my videos, I miss you. I know I'm a terrible daughter, but I miss your food. I miss your fried eggplant, the topogi, and all that. But maybe I can call you and you give me a recipe and I will share that recipe here with my friends. Just look. So I told you, now I have way more chilies here, and so very soon we'll be making that green chili sauce. I have a lot of Serrano, so these are supposedly spicier. These are, spicier than jalapenos. I have jalapenos planted on the other side, and look at the tomatoes. Yes, they are getting ripe now, and even riper at this point. So very soon I'll be eating what I grew. I'm super excited. Like, I don't know. I want this joy to be infectious, contagious. If you have land, if you can plant anything, this is just to encourage you to plant, even in pots. Did you see my spinach? I planted my spinach in pots. I have all that land, but it's hard to work on the land. I need to pay somebody to make beds for me or something, and I wasn't ready to do that. So I have pots, and I am using them as well. And that is also to encourage you, plant something, some herbs. They're so expensive to buy every day. You buy one little plant, one basil plant for like $2 and change. Even if it's $4, you're going to have it all year long almost, instead of buying a little bit of. And okay, let me talk about this. These are my grape tomatoes. These are the ones I love. Beautiful, beautiful as garnish on your food. And I can't wait to be using them. And this poblano, this is the only one that has come up. So I'm going to use it with the Serrano to make that green chili sauce. And look at my lemon tree. Yes. So this is to encourage you. Don't wait. Don't be thinking of saving money to buy big trees for your yard if ever you are a homeowner. That's what I was doing. And we've lived here 2.5 years. Imagine if I had planted this tree right away, and all my other trees that I have in my backyard. I planted all my trees. Now they are blooming. I have beautiful flowers. They are adding to their appeal. But I was waiting, hoping, saving to, looking to get huge amounts of money to buy big trees. No. So this is to encourage you. Start them young. As soon as you get into that house, plant something. $15. I was looking to buy something for like what, $150, $200, pay somebody to dig a big hole to plant it. No. So get something young like this, and so hopefully later on this year I'll pick a few lemons, my very first few lemons from my yard, and I'm super excited. So this is my jalapeno. It has flowers now, no fruit yet, but hopefully I'll pick lots and lots of fruit from it. I really wish I could find some more habaneros to plant, because then hopefully it will fruit faster than my old plants. But it's so hard going around to the stores and everything with my kids, so I'm just gonna forget about that, and hopefully it will eventually bloom. And that spinach should tell you it's organic. When you have pets on it, definitely organic. Yes. White eggplants are here. Very soon we'll be doing some magic with it, and I am super excited. I hope this has been infectious enough, contagious enough, that you will be willing and excited to plant something on your own. So this part, everything you're seeing from here onwards, is from last night, and I'm going to be posting this video. I'm making a voiceover, and as soon as I'm done, you'll be seeing this. So yes, this is how my backyard currently looks. Look at this beautiful Palo Verde tree. Yes, and this, my husband got 2 of them, and from the shade tree project. I forgot which company does that shade tree project, but it's a utility company, and they gave us 2 free trees. I planted this. My husband planted his in the front, and I'm throwing shade at him right now because yes, my shade tree survived and his died. Yes to my green thumb. And look at that. The lemon is getting bigger by the day. Like literally, I come out every day to look at them, and that's how much I can be. And my husband thinks I'm crazy, but I love my plants, and I just enjoy looking at them, watching them grow. And this should tell you right now that these are organic, okay? Yes. When you see pets on them, pets are coming on them because there's no pesticides on them. It's growing naturally, beautifully. And yes, the Palo Verde just keeps dropping the leaves on it, but that is fine. That is totally fine. I hope you have enjoyed doing this with me, and I hope to bring you more updates in the near future. And until I come your way next time with something beautiful, all delicious, be loving, be kind, be happy.